Yo, what's up internet? My name is Anthony, and with free agency almost over and the draft approaching, I thought I'd do a review of everything that happened in free agency regarding the Raiders. First, let's go over the losses. The Raiders lost a good amount of players including Menelik Watson, DJ Hayden, Michael Rivera, Nate Allen, Malcolm Smith, Darren Bates, Brandon Trawick, and Andre Holmes. Out of all the losses, the most surprising one was Stacy McGee. The Raiders wanted him back, and he was one of the better defensive tackles we had last year. It was shocking that he signed a big money contract at 5 years, $25 million with $9 million guaranteed. That is an insane amount of money offered by the Redskins, and there was no way the Raiders would re-sign him at that price. That loss, along with maybe Brandon Trawick, was our most devastating loss. There was no way he was worth the amount of money offered by the Titans. I thought he was an excellent special teamer, and he looked good playing safety when called upon. Overall, none of the Raiders' losses were particularly damaging, and I'm not saddened by any of these losses. All of these players were depth or special team players aside from Murray and McGee, who were starters. All of these players can be easily replaced, and I have no doubt Reggie McKenzie will be able to replace that loss of talent. Just like the free agents we lost, the players we signed were not particularly noteworthy. The only one who is expected to be a starter is Jared Cook. He is an excellent tight end who will take advantage of the middle of the field, opened up by Cooper and Crabtree. He will be an immediate starter and will provide some much-needed competition to Clive Walford for the tight end position, and more depth is never a bad thing. Other signings include Marshall Newhouse, Jelani Jenkins, E.J. Manuel, and the re-signing of our own long snapper, John Kondo. These signings were all simply depth signings who could compete for a starting position. Newhouse and Jenkins could be starters when it's all said and done, but neither player is expected to be much more than depth. They can be starters when called upon, but I'd rather not have any player be starters week 1 if needed. The signing that is most exciting after Jared Cook is definitely Cordero Patterson. He's not a good receiver, he has questionable hands and route running skills. However, he's a dangerous man in the open field. He can cut quickly and has amazing speed and acceleration. He immediately upgrades the return game, even though Richard was pretty good to start with. If we can get him the ball on offense with a few gadget plays, I'm excited to see what kind of spark he can create. The Raiders that remain unsigned are Matt McGloin and Perry Riley Jr. With the addition of Manuel, McGloin's time as a Raider is all but done. Nobody expected him back, and he still sits as a free agent. Perry Riley Jr. is a player I certainly hope we can bring back. He looked amazing in inside linebacker due to how bad we were before he got here. The team is probably looking for an upgrade at the position, but re-signing him would provide solid depth in worst case scenario. The Raiders are linked to linebacker Zach Brown and running backs Adrian Peterson and Marshawn Lynch. Zach Brown is the player I hope we re-sign the most. It looks like he overestimated his value in the open market and is now visiting multiple teams, then considering his options. He is probably looking for a 1-year deal this year and hoping to hit it big in free agency again next year. This is the type of deal I hope the Raiders sign him to. He is a massive upgrade to our middle linebacker position and is by far the best free agent linebacker left. As for the running backs of Peterson and Lynch, I hope we get either one, but Lynch is preferred. Peterson seemed to overestimate his value on the free agent market. He is reportedly looking for at least $8 million a year, which isn't going to happen. He's an old-school running back who plays exclusively in the power I, but doesn't help in the passing game. He will have to sign an incentive-laden deal in order to play this year. As for Lynch, all we know is that there's mutual interest. But everyone knows Marshawn Lynch does his own thing, and I have no idea or prediction what will happen until a deal becomes official. And there you guys have it. It's a pretty uneventful free agency, which is what I expected coming from the Raiders. I wish we did upgrade the defense a little more, but hey, thanks for watching.
Yeah.